Hi and welcome to another unboxing review. This time it's for a Veikk Voila L pen tablet. So that's basically what the drawing tablet looks like. I'll just show you the back. That's the model number there. So without further ado, so what do we have in the box? We have the tablet. We have a set of keys, so replaceable keys for there. Those will be hotkeys, and then you have a USB, an angled USB-C power cable there. You have a set of adapters for mobile devices, which you don't need for a PC or Mac. Then you have a drawing glove. And then finally you have the actual pen. This is a cover for the pen, and that's the pen. It's a two action button there. You got the replaceable nibs, and this operates without batteries, so no need to recharge the actual pen. So you get a set of replaceable nibs, and that metal spatula thing there is to pop off the keys for replacement, and also the other end allows you to take off take out the nibs and replace those with the replacement set of nibs that you get with it. So that's everything within the package. I'll demonstrate how to set up the actual drivers and the PC side of it. Just a quick tour of the tablet. So you got a roller, a wheel there, which is I think a 4-action wheel, so you can set up 4 sets of actions. You got the active part of the tablet, which is indicated by these square corners, and on the back you've got 4 non-slip rubber feet. At the side you've got the input for the USB-C cable that I just showed you, and so that's basically it. And then you've got the central button there to click the whatever action you've selected with that, but I'll show you that in the setup. So it's a nice kind of clicky action to the keys, so that allows you to set up up to 4 additional shortcuts, which you can use to set up your various quick actions. Okay, so this is just a quick tour of my setup. So I use a MacBook, so I've got 2 screens set up there, as you can see. I use a separate keyboard and a mouse. So the mouse is over there, and then I've got the tablet set up on the right hand side. So I've got the USB-C cable plugged in the side there, and then I've got it plugged into a hub, which is connected to the Mac using an adapter. So that's my setup, and that works very well. So I don't know whether you can see, but currently that's on. So you've got a faint kind of blue LED to indicate that the power's on, so that's on. And the corners indicate where the active parts of the tablet are. So that's my physical setup. First thing you want to do is download the drivers. If you go to the main manufacturer site, veikk.com, go to downloads, and then choose whichever operating system you use. Certain operating systems, and I think mobiles don't actually require driver installation, but Windows, Mac, and Linux do. So I've got a Mac setup here. So I click on tablet driver. You've got a link to download the driver, and also a video setup, which is actually quite helpful. But anyway, download to a particular location on your system. And there we go. So I've got the driver downloaded there. So you just extract that and run the installation. I'm not going to run the installation because I've actually got it set. Do a quick overview of the control panel, because that's quite an important step in setting this up. So once you've installed the drivers, you get on the Mac you get this control panel, which is accessed through settings, and Windows will be similar to this. So at the moment we've got the pen. The default setup of the pen is the button 1, the top one, switches between pen and erase, and the second button activates a right click. So you've got many options which allow you to set up those buttons specifically to carry out actions that you want to set as shortcuts. Similarly with that one, so that one's set to right click and that one's set to pen and erase. The mapping is interesting. So the frame of the active tablet, so that's the area between the corners, can be set to either act as because I've got two screens, I've actually by default got it set up to navigate both screens, but you can just limit it to one screen if you want. I've set it up as right-handed because I am right-handed, and you set the screen mapping appropriately there. So you got part of the display, because I've got two displays, I've got the option to choose between both of them, which is what I've got set, and my second external display. Under functions, so you can set each of the keys. K1 is the first one, K4 is the last one. So at the moment I've got K1 set to activate space, K2 set to the keyboard letter I. I'm not sure whether that specific maps anything specific. And then you've got an F5 on the K3, that the third key, and then the large orange key is set to Command Z on my system. This happens to be undo, and I'm guessing, I think Windows will be similar, or it will set up a similar function. You've got the dial, which is that. The middle button switches between these 4 actions. So the first action it's set up to is brush zoom, and so once you got it set to brush zoom, and you do get the a little kind of pop up to let you know that this is the option that's currently active. Another press will take you to the zoom. Third press will take you to wheel, and then at the moment I've got the fourth action set to be well, it's not set to any valid action, so that's inactive. So with it being set in with it being in brush zoom mode, turning anti-clockwise would, for instance, reduce the size of the brush, and turning it clockwise would increase the size of the brush. So that's basically that's the basic layout of the control panel, and that is accessed from as I said. Okay, so if you need to take the keys out, you use that metal spatula thing. All you do is you basically just wedge it under the key, and then gently kind of lift it up, and then you've got a set of keycaps, mainly different colours. The function is no different to depending on what colour you use. So that's how you take it off, and to pop it back in, you just firmly push down, and that locks in place, and that's how you change the keycaps. So onto the pen itself. The pen has like a rocker style set of buttons. So you got the top, you got the bottom button there, and you got the top one there. The top one, if it's pressed, alternates between using the pen and the erase mode, and then the bottom one by default is set to be I think register a right click. The pen feels really nice in the hand. You've got a slight recess here which you can kind of grip with the top part of the thumb, so that gives you know, good good balance and a good grip. And then you've got the removable tips, which you use that metal tool to basically pull those out. And yeah, so that's basically the pen. The pen doesn't have any onboard battery, so it doesn't require any charging. It just works once it's in proximity to the tablet. You can typically use the pen for drawing, and also kind of to navigate the screen as well, sort of like a mouse, so you don't need to keep resorting to the mouse to keep selecting and navigating. So that's really nice. Right, so I'm by no means an artist. I've not really used a tablet, so I'm going to best try to demonstrate how I think you know, this perhaps should be set up, and how you kind of go about in practice using it. So first thing is first, the pen can operate as kind of a mouse. If you notice on my screen, I'm navigating around similar to how you would with a mouse, just by hovering close to the surface of the tablet. Once you make contact with the tablet, you're then actually actively drawing. So if I go to select the paintbrush, and now if I make contact with the surface of the tablet, that then should start drawing. And as I said, I'm by no means an artist, so that's your basic operation. Then on the tablet you got various the various buttons set up. By default, that key there is set up to be the space bar. That's I, the letter I on the keyboard. That one is set to F5, and then that's set to Command Z, which is basically undo. So if I click that one, you notice that it's a quick way of undo. Okay, so that's basically how you interact. I'm using GIMP, by the way, but you can set it up in a similar fashion to whatever graphics package you choose to use. I typically use GIMP or Photoshop. I'm guessing those will probably be the two main applications of choice. You've got various other ones, Critter, which is free, like GIMP. So yeah, you've got the basic drawing mode, and then if I click the button, you'll see on screen it changes to erase. So it flashes up just to let you know that it's set to erase, and then you got back into pen mode. So that's the basic drawing operation of this. You've also got the dial there, which I'm just going to demonstrate. So I'll put the pen down so I can operate the dial. Okay, so in order to demonstrate the wheel, the dial. So if you each time so you got 4 predefined sets of tasks, and each press of the central button. So you got zoom, wheel, and the 4th one is actually not set, it's set to invalid. So you got zoom, wheel, and then you've got brush zoom. So with brush zoom selected, if you notice, as I'm dialing the as I'm turning the dial clockwise, it's basically expanding the active brush, and as I dial it back anti-clockwise, it's reducing the size of the brush. So that's basically how you set it up. And then obviously the other actions, you've got the ability to customize those, so you can set up specific actions for each press of that button. So you've got 4 settable actions, and each press of the middle button switches between those. So you can quickly set up a set of shortcuts which are appropriate to you. So that's the operation of the dial there. Overview of the functions and the use of this tablet. As I did mention, I'm not really an artist and I don't really use tablets, but I've enjoyed setting up and using this. You know, it's an inexpensive tablet. It works well, and I think in the hands of an artist, this is actually a very valuable tool. I will continue to use this wherever I can. Just one final note: you do get a soft kind of felt pouch for the pen, so that's nice. So you can just drop that in there and you know, keep that safe. So I can keep this tablet plugged in, and I can also use my mouse to happily navigate without too much of a problem. And I've got this now set up in a position where I can permanently just leave that where it is because I've got the appropriate amount of desk space. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them to me and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Thank you for watching.